How's it going, people? Me once again doing my thing. Gonna continue my game. If I remember right, we just killed a boss last time, so at least we got a little bit of action. I know I have to go to the circle again here. Hold on. I had to arrange my shit a little bit. How's it going, Omega? Yeah, I was doing some things here and there. I did eat lunch. I actually had a couple of frozen, like burritos that were just in the freezer. They were okay. Was playing some OSRS. And you tend to get distracted in that game, so... Made decent work on my Iron Man, though. So... I even uploaded the second episode of my, Spudlocked series. You were just in the middle of watching the Robots movie that had Robin Williams in it. The Robots movie? Are you talking about that that animated film that came out like about 20 years ago? Because I can't think of another film that had robots in it that Robin Williams was in. Yeah, might as well kill this crab, whatever. Okay, you are talking about the animated film. I remember when that film came out, and thinking it looks decent, but then the kids in my 5th grade class were, well, a portion of them were actually making fun of it, thinking how stupid it is, and I was like, So, needless to say, I didn't share my opinion about it with them. Of course, 5th grade was not a good year for me anyway, to be honest with you. Probably the worst years of my young life, to be honest, was 5th grade. But I don't want to get into it. Things got a lot better when I hit 6th grade, that's for fucking sure. Met my best friend. Well, actually, no, I take it back. I met one of my best friends in 5th grade also. He's in my class. This is the motherfucker that I just, was at. Visiting Saturday, in fact. Kind of blows my mind that you can stay friends for 10 plus years. You know. So I guess 5th grade could have... I guess 4th grade was probably my worst year, because I actually switched schools. And I only knew, like, one friend that transferred to that school, too, and then we kind of had a falling out, I guess. I don't know, like, kids are. You get annoyed at the slightest thing, and you're just like, oh, fuck him, he's a loser, But I didn't swear at that point, but I was like, I don't really feel like hanging out with him anymore. He's kind of mean to me, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. But then when you get to be an adult, like, you realize it's actually kind of, like, you actually have to try to make friends, you know what I mean? Like, the closest new friend that I have is a coworker that messages me on a messenger here and there. Like, he keeps on sending me things to join, like, his church sessions via Zoom. I did lie to him, technically. I said I was a Christian. I'm actually not, but, like, in a workplace environment, it actually kind of benefits you to fake faith, because it's just one of those things. You have to fit in somehow, so sometimes it's better just to lie. Which I don't really like doing, but it is what it is, Dude, I need to give some fucking bread to our boy here. There you go. But yeah, I had to tell him really politely after, like, maybe the 3rd time. I was like, hey, man, I appreciate, I appreciate what you're doing, but I'm not really interested in attending any kind of church. So he sent me a message back, and he's like, I understand, I love you, man. So he kind of came across as, like, kind of one of those born-again people, like, I don't mean to get into man's history, but he's had some unfortunate circumstances in his life, let's just say that. But I was telling him how good of a game Mass Effect is, Mass Effect 2 is. So that's one of his favorite games of all time. Yeah, that's like the closest new friend that I have. But like I was saying, it's just, you have to actually try to keep friendships around and even establish them as an adult. Like, it's way harder to do compared to when you're a teenager or a child. Like, I still should, I should try to add one of my, what the hell is this guy doing? I should try to look up my, one of my guys that I used to live under in Ohio. I'm trying to remember what his fucking name was. That's not good. I think his name was Clay. Maybe I should look him up on Facebook. I don't know. Because I haven't heard fuck all from him in like over a year now. But at the same time, it's like, man, does that seem kind of weird? Then again, it's just like, man, whatever. If you don't want to add me, you don't want to. It's fine. Friendships are very strange when you get to be in your 20s and 30s and shit. But off topic from that, Omega, I did actually check out that 86 anime you're talking about. For some reason, they have to you type it out really weird on Crunchyroll. It's the numeral 86, and it also has like the way you say it, 86, like the word, the phonetic version of it. So I thought that was a little bit unusual. So it says 8686 essentially. But yeah, I started watching it last night. It's decent. I'm only in like 2 episodes, so I don't really have much of an opinion on it yet. But I mean, it's something to watch. I assume the anime gets a lot darker and grittier. And sad. I've never even heard of the anime until you told me about it. I wonder how you heard about it to begin with. But yeah, I woke up this morning, had my coffee. Throat was really dehydrated, but I did go to put my weighted vest on. Did a hopefully close to a mile around the neighborhood. I have to check. What my steps were. And in the afternoon, hope to go even further because I want to keep doing that shit. How many steps did I get today? 2,700. Okay, so that's half a mile. I mean, better than nothing, but I really wanted to get closer to a mile. With trying to like optimize certain, strategies with how I go about the neighborhood, because it's not quite as squarish as what I'm used to, like when I was in Cromwell. Yeah, I'm sure I could do another half mile before the end of the day then. It is pretty nice outside though. It's weather's very good right now. Can we go ahead and like leave this fucking map? I'd appreciate that. Gotta go to that village. Might even leave the core, who knows? Unless there's another segment of it I don't know about. But now that that's down, we can go back to Bone Circle, and they should be okay with us getting by them.
No sudden moves. I don't think they trust us.
Well, would they like a lantern?
I think we proved to them we want to help. We're probably the only Outlanders to ever try and communicate on their level. Maybe they'll let us pass now.
I mean, sure. I think you just stumbled upon the 86 anime, or you saw something about it in a YouTube video. Okay. I mean, that's how I discovered My Wife Has No Emotion. I saw it from like a YouTube short or something like that, or like a review of anime,
Greetings, Outlander.
You speak our tongue? Where are your villagers?
Taken. Outlanders take as slave.
Got a cure fate card, nice.
How does one pass the ruins in the Mold Forest?
Cannot open unless under lost help.
The Chosen took your people, didn't they?
Outlanders took many. You enemy.
Nope.
Of them? Yes, but we don't know how to find them.
Our greatest warrior help. Take you to them and bring back Underlost. Badu help you get to Outlander. Help you kill Outlander.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have an Underlost party member now. That's pretty cool. His name is Badu. Okay. Yeah, I assume he has to be in our party to get through that one door. So, is this whistle completely worthless now? I'm still not quite sure what the bowl with the bone is supposed to be used for, but yeah, foreign party. Okay, Badu. I guess take over assassin dude. Like, I don't want to get rid of runner, so guess that's how it's gonna be. What can he equip? Okay, so he's that knife dude. Okay. I mean, he has a pretty good amount of HP. I don't really need to give that to him. Protects against fire-based attacks. I guess I'll just give him Ironheart for now, then. See skins. We only have that. Fuck. Under lost boots. Claw ties. Okay. Well, wait. Wasn't there a, I mean, I have plenty of money here. I'm pretty sure there was a shop that sold knives. I might actually go back to another level here to outfit him a bit better. What's this?
What is this a carving of? It looks like the creature that protected Gemma's fortress.
Hell God, unleashed by Outlanders years ago.
The Ankarans in Janam?
Yes, they dig too deep. Hell God come from womb of Kor and destroy all. Destroy village. We move here. Claw of God still in old village. Hell God live in lava. Can stand much heat. Beware.
Where is this old village?
In Mold Forest. You no go. Deep forest is poison to Outlanders. Need helmets.
You mean gas masks?
Okay, so we need, like she said, gas masks. I don't know where we'd get those from. I'm guessing that's another obscure fucking thing that I have to look God knows where for. Hopefully they sell some to me. Is there like a shop here, or just like... You guys can't talk to me, can you? No.
Okay.
Maybe... Can Badu not translate for us, or... Okay.
Hello, do you speak any other tongue? I guess
Yeah.
not.
I'll take that as a no. Gas masks, gas masks. This is not a building we can go in? I was about to say, what? Oh, it's a free rest area. Okay. Well, that's nice. Very small village here. Very small village. Gas masks, gas masks. I might just Google where the fuck those are located, because I damn near guarantee it's not on this core level. But at least we have our creature. Or maybe we're just supposed to go to the forest and go to the gate and go north of there and not to the southeast, which is where I think the poison actually is. But first, let's go back and let's equip our new buddy with something good.
What can you tell me?
Can I not? Oh, right, because I don't have Aaron with me. That's why he won't let us through. I was like, what's going on here? Okay, we'll switch out Gunner with Aaron then. That's what I was doing wrong. I'm gonna have to go blow my nose. It's kind of stuffy right now. There. Get over here. Yeah, I'm currently washing some clothes, so I have to take a bit of a break and go check on those.
Where to?
Okay, we want shell 4, please. I believe there's a guy that sells knives just down here.
Can I enter?
Here we go. Poor knives. Oh, they're actually... Oh, they're actually worse? They just give you a little bit more core? Well, that's ass. Damn. Fuck. Was there a place that sold skins? Otherwise, I might be fucked for now. Do you sell skins at all? Can I not talk to you, dude? Are you in my way, dude?
Hey, Gam.
How did you get out?
This chick busted me out. A bounty hunter's gotta take what he can get.
How often do you travel off shell?
Is this guy just interrupting me being able to talk to the shopkeeper?
What'll it be?
Okay, now it's working. Jeez. Piece of shit. Okay, I guess none of this is... Oh, well, whatever. I'm not gonna sweat it. I'll look for skins later. I'm fairly sure there was a shop that sold them also, but... I gotta make actual progress here.
Read the book, Pat.
Especially since I started kind of late.
Where you want it?
Yeah, glad you guys aren't hearing it, but there's an excavator operating literally like right outside this window I'm next to. I'll bet you $1 we need to buy gas masks from another shell or something like that. Something stupid. Oh, that's right, we got, Well, hopefully this guy's pretty good in a fight. We just have blades, after all. His health pool is pretty damn impressive, though. I gotta say. Let's see what his standard attack looks like. Knife and core knife? Hit target with built-up energy? Okay. Huh. Or that's actually not bad for just a standard attack. Huh. Let's see what his tier 2 attack looks like. Got knife hit. 8. Might be able to fuck him up here. Yep. That's probably the fastest I've killed these giant crabs, so that's a good sign that this guy's pretty good at combat. Let's see what his last one looks like. What does this hit for? Nice strike. I think someone just rang up my doorbell. Hold on. I'll be back. Okay, it was actually just a delivery, like, from Amazon. Which is a little weird. I don't think they normally have to ring the doorbell, but maybe they just... I don't know. Maybe just felt like ringing the doorbell instead, I don't know. But yeah. I also got some tea. Honestly, it might be a little bit early, but I might go to my storage unit in a couple days and get my fucking, my tea brewer, because I think it's about time to make that shit. It's gonna be in the 60s here kind of constantly now. Fuck this guy up. Yeah, I definitely bet $1 that we need fucking face masks before we actually can get through the next area, and that's probably... who the fuck knows where that's at. I hope for the sake of not pissing me off, I hope the face masks are actually north of that, of the Ruins Gate. But talking to the chief, it seems like the poison's everywhere. I'd have got level 15, nice, nice. Gotta be very careful around here. Do not disturb the beetles. What's going on here?
What is it? He must have been able to sense the ore in the wall.
Well, can we grab it? What kind of ore is it?
I killed many a man so that my country could mine this stuff. Hardly seems worth it now.
You don't want any of it?
I didn't say that. Doric ore is worth a ton on the black market.
This stuff looks valuable, but I'd have to dig it out if I wanted any.
Okay. I guess I need a shovel to dig it out? I don't fucking know. I know it's there. Unless he can dig it out. Well, let me try using his dialogue. Like, can he dig it out on his own?
He seems to recognize the ore. I'll bet his people have been working with it for hundreds of years.
Okay, well, it's there. I mean, unless we're supposed to have Runner in our party to dig it out. Guess we need a tool for that? I don't fucking know. I'm kind of curious what the Hermit has to say about things, so let's go talk to him real quick at the ruins. Okay, Hell God, that's a new one.
Do you know anything about the Hell God?
We dug one up. The damn thing came right out of the lava of the earth. I don't know about you, but I don't want to tangle with a critter that can live in lava.
Fair enough. Let's see, Hell God, Hell God. That might be the thing we encounter in the Helgak graveyard, now I think about it.
Any explosives around?
You know how to handle them?
I was a demolitions expert for Jinnam. Lost my arms because of it.
Well done, girl. You set him free.
Have you been into the jungles near here?
Yeah, but the air ain't clean in the deep jungle. I think I'm getting sick from it.
Okay. Yeah, I guess let's go do that thing. I'm sure we're doing this wrong, but we'll fuck around and find out, I guess. I need to get to the gate. So that's... I guess technically that's north, right? Northeast. I don't really care if we stumble upon an encounter or not. Shouldn't be too difficult for us. I believe the door is about here. Is he gonna, yeah, he's saying a little song
Well, that
or
was
whatever.
pretty slick. I wonder what else that radar power could be good for.
Who knows, man? Who knows? So, can we successfully go north and not get poisoned? That's the main question I have. We're gonna have to scurry around this place, though, to find out. Okay, that enemy in the middle seems unfamiliar to me. Guess we're gonna kill that first. Apparently it's charged. Yeah, that... whatever that's supposed to be, I don't know. It looks like it's supposed to be like a mollusk or something. Like, I can't really tell. Maybe it's like a cockroach? I don't know. How's it going, Haxies? Yeah, I could do Discord. I'm just playing Dragon's fucking classic RPG game. Give me a sec, though. It has to... This game is very finicky when I try to get out of it, because it's so old, it's, like, not optimized at all to modern hardware. Almost grabbed a drink from my mug. That's not it. My bottle. Or my cup, rather.
There we go. That's perfect timing.
Perfect how?
Because I clicked on the call button right as soon as you were like in.
Ah.
Went like ding, and both of us just popped up at the same time.
Yeah, I'm playing Dragon's game that he got me. It's a little bit cryptic to tell you the truth, but I can't say it's bad. There's some things that piss me off though. Like there was a puzzle I had to have earplugs to get through a section. So you can actually buy things with like a little key symbol next to them. Those are key items, right? You know, like you have in like other RPGs. Well, the earplugs, I actually had to put those on. I'd have 3 sets of them, but they're considered an accessory, so I didn't think I needed them until I tried to get through the area. And I forgot that you even could buy them at a shop. So when I was looking at the walkthrough, that's what I was missing. It's like, well, if I only need it, like it's treated as a key item to get through the game, but it calls it just an accessory that's, you know, discretionary. So that really pissed me off.
Yeah, you'd think that there'd be some kind of like, yeah, like more to that, not just like, oh hey, you can buy this item. That would be like you playing a Pokemon game. And
That'd be if you can buy a key item from a shop, that'd be like in Pokemon. I bought my Pokedex from the first shop. That's how weird that would be.
yeah, as I say, it would be like I was trying to come up with some like scenario, but it's like, oh yeah, you have to buy HMs, but they're TMs, and it doesn't tell you.
Yeah, like
It's the water. You're like, how do I get across that? Do I get a boat? And they're like, oh no, you needed to buy surf at that first village.
Yeah. And like I had to in this forest, as interesting as it kind of is, essentially I'm in like a forest of like mushrooms or whatever. There are these people called the Underlost, right? That are like the natives. Um, so I needed to get a lamp to essentially earn their trust because they were trapped in like their own village, you know? Because they're
Yep.
basically their people were being enslaved by the Outlanders, you know, like the regular humans. Um, and so what I was kind of on the right track because I found a Helgak bone, which that's one of the creatures in this game. They're called Helgaks. They're like flying insect creature things. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I found a Helgak bone, and I know from the dialogue it said like, oh, the Helgak are known to make music together, and certain plants in the forest react to the music. And I was like, okay, maybe we make like a flute out of it. While I was correct, we have to go to the flute maker, which is in a village on another shell. But I never was aware that I had to give it to that dude. Like I know I talked to the guy like when I first met him, like, oh, you know, because he said he was a craftsman. He makes things out of Helgak bones. But because I only play this game a couple times a week, like I completely forgot that, and the game gives you no indication that's who you're supposed to talk to when you get the bone. Like if the main
Yeah.
character was like, huh, I thought I knew a person from Shell 3 that could use this. Like there's no kind of, the game just doesn't give a fuck. It just assumes you have photographic memory. Like the game's a little bit too cryptic in my opinion. Is really my biggest complaint in the game.
Mhm. One of those things that like now you need a guide, but before you would have just had to play the whole game through in damn near one sitting to understand anything.
And that's why I kind of compare it to a point and click adventure game in that aspect. Because you use your it's like what's a good example? You ever played a game like Sam and Max
No.
or like a Telltale game?
Yes.
You know how you take a interactive object and you rub it against something and see what the fuck happens if anything? That's what this
Yeah.
game sort of reminds me of.
You just have all this shit and you're like, oh, okay, what do I do?
Yeah. I'll just keep calling this 7th shell. That's what we're still on. But yeah, I still don't hate the game. It's just it annoys me with some of its crypticness.
You have to name your saves. That's kind of interesting.
I mean, it's kind of cool if you want to go back in the game, you know, like to your favorite area. I think that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, to me, I'd probably compare this game to like Fallout meets like Final Fantasy V. That's probably what I'd compare it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I don't hate the game. It just gets annoying with the direction it goes in. Story itself is pretty decent, I would say. I'm gonna kill these fucking guys here. But yeah, how you been doing? Finish up your basement then?
No, not yet. I've been printing a lot of stuff for the D&D session tomorrow. I've been trying to print minifigures. And I first tried ABS, and the only issue with ABS is that it has to print at a higher temperature, and it's typically better and stronger, but you should have an enclosure for it so that it's able to retain the heat so that it's able to dissipate slowly.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have an enclosure, so I figured I'd try it anyways. And it didn't really work very well. It just started like getting stringy and stuff started falling apart.
Yeah.
So trying to dig in with another material, and I tried one style of supports, and that didn't really work because the supports would break off halfway through the print, so then it couldn't actually connect to anything. So then it was just turning into a mess. But I think it's working now.
I'm gonna bump your audio a little bit. You're about as loud as the game. That's probably better. Dude, it's been getting kind of gorgeous outside. What I've been doing the past couple days is get my weighted vest and just kind of, kind of
Walk around.
serpentining around the neighborhood, you know.
Yep.
Did half a mile when I woke up, so do another half mile when the stream ends, so probably around, I don't know, 4:30. Hopefully the snow's gone for good for now, because fuck it. Weather's probably perfect where you're at.
Yeah, it's like 70.
Yep. That's basically what I call perfect weather.
Leave the cat alone.
Only thing that's kind of annoying is so the city is still doing like a bunch of construction on my mom's road, and like literally as I'm talking there's an excavator operating probably about, 50 feet from me. So
No.
I'm hearing that all the time throughout the week. Well, during business hours. But, I mean, whatever. It doesn't come up in any of my streams. Nobody's said, like, oh, I hear weird noise in the background, so I guess it's not really that big a deal. It's really fucking up the road, though.
That road's been needing done for a while.
Well, what they're doing is, really, they're working on the sewer pipes. Apparently, and the city has even gotten with, like, a lot of the people on the street, including, like, my mom and my neighbor. They are trying to redo the sewer water lines. And, depending on the length of each line from a house, it'll cost, like, a certain amount. Basically, they're all fucking... basically, they're all old pipes. I forget the proper terminology. But, they have to be redone. And my mom was looking to, who to get, to contract to fix it. Yeah, they've been working on this for quite a while. I think they're doing a, from what I understand, they are going to be working on some more things on the road in June. I think by the end of March they're done with the holes, though. Like, I'll show you a picture. It's fucking stupid. Wait. Can I go over here? Okay, there's nothing here. In 16, I got to the end of the second Mother Crystal, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes. Which one is that one?
The one in that Ironholm keeps track of. The one on Drake's Breath?
Yeah, Drake's Breath. Okay.
Like the itty bitty island to the west?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my impression is pretty much the same. It's a pretty good action game, but it's not an RPG. It actually really triggers me, the fact that you can't, like, adjust any kind of equipment on, like, Jill or Torgal. Like, they're party members, but they don't feel like it, you know what I mean? They feel like pets. Like,
yeah.
That really triggers me, dude. Like, why the fuck not? I mean, I get I get Clive's the main, protagonist or whatever, but it's like, at least pretend like the other two matter.
I mean, yeah, and I'm trying to think of, like, what... Because, I mean, the only thing you can really change is their battle style.
I mean, that's not good enough. But the game itself is pretty fun, I'm not going to deny that. But, I mean, this is why I wasn't totally hyped when it was even announced, and when I played the demo, I was like, yeah, I'm sure it's a fun game, but it's like, it's just not the same anymore, It's just not the same. Like, I'm way more hyped about fucking a new Dragon Quest game coming out, because I know that's a fucking RPG. And I've barely even played the Dragon Quest series. I don't know if you'd care for it. Maybe some of the newer ones, but I've heard they're pretty grindy, even the modern ones, too. Well, it sounds like you're getting your dick hard from Persona, so that's good to hear.
Yeah, I haven't played much, and I think I might try 2 this weekend.
They're long-ass games, dude. Like, even casual, Persona 4, Golden for the Vita, I'd probably put at least 80 hours in that. And I don't even remember if I beat the game or not. It's been so long since I've played it.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is it's like almost like trying to get certain stats up. I wouldn't necessarily say early in the game, so I think I'm like maybe a quarter of the way through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just trying to like level up those stats. So it's like spending most of my days are spent like doing menial bullshit and then like trying to find like a skilling thing.
Yeah, I know one of the things in 4, I don't know if all the skills are the same throughout each Persona series because I've only played one. One that I got at the very beginning of the game, kind of high, was the, I guess like intelligence or whatever.
Yeah.
Because at the school there was some sort of like, final exam, right? And
Yeah,
because
like
I scored a certain amount, I actually gained like a bunch of fucking money from that. So that was kind of cool, you know?
Yeah, because like that's primarily the one I've been working on, only because like the access to the skilling area for that,
Yeah.
it's like the skilling task is fairly easy. But
These
there's also
guys-
other stuff I want to work on, like charisma, and it's kind of a pain.
Shit, I don't even remember how to work on that kind of skill. I mean,
There's
it
one
can't be
where
drink
I
beer
do-
because you're in high school, so...
I mean, there's one where there's like a bathhouse, there's a baseball area, there's
Okay.
like there's where you sit down and study, and
Yeah, I know that one specifically, because I did max that out fairly early.
and then trying to get like the jobs and stuff, and because I'm trying to get some of the stuff set up so that I can get like a decent job.
Yeah. Part-time job or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you not, do monsters not drop money in that game?
I mean they do, but the part-time job, like there's certain things that, like you can also use the part-time job for skilling and
Okay. Huh. Yeah, I need to get my Vita and see if I've even beaten 4. I know I got damn high, like, in the game. Like, I think my party was at least in the 70s, so... So if I haven't beaten it, I'm damn near close to. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how, I know they made a remake of Persona 3. I've heard that's pretty good. I'd probably check that out at some point, but... I mean, I've had 5 Royal Edition for... like, fucking 4 years now. I should probably play that, honestly. Really, I should be streaming it. I just... You know what I mean? Doing a 100-hour game on Twitch, that doesn't really sound very fun. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, fucking hell. I mean, most RPGs I get kind of sick of after, like, around 50 hours, I'll be honest. Like, Vesperia, as good as it was, and it probably... You know what? No. It is the best Tales game that I've played. That game's too fucking long, dude.
Yeah.
Like, as good as it is, like, probably the end of the second arc or whatever, I would have been very content with just the game ending.
Yeah. I do agree. It took a little bit of time.
Are there more monsters around here? I'm just kind of exploring a bit,
But even
trying
like
to get all
Final
the...
Fantasy, but even like Final Fantasy 12 was like that. Final Fantasy 12, like if it's your first time playing, and you're not trying to do everything, but you're trying to like make sure that you're good and all that stuff. Because in the original edition, you had to grind like.
I was about
damn
to
near-
say, if you're talking about the
the
OG,
whole-
yeah, that game was too long.
Yeah, you had to damn near grind the whole fucking license board.
Yeah.
That was really the biggest pain in the ass. I did like that you could have every character do everything, but getting to like the fucking ends of the fucking license board were a pain in the ass. But yeah, that, like, it was easily like 80 hours, and you're like, I mean, it's cool, but
I mean,
Like,
I
damn,
don't
that's a
remember, I
lot.
don't even remember if I did that. I'm pretty sure it's a PlayStation trophy to do that per character or all of them, isn't it?
to the license board,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
I have maxed all their license boards out in the original,
okay.
but I think it's just getting everybody to a median level of 50.
Oh, I see. Okay. Huh. Yeah. I have no idea how long Septerra Core is. I want to say I'm maybe a third of the way through the game. Obviously 16. You know, I'll be working on. I'm probably gonna be playing it tomorrow, to be honest.
Yeah. See, if you're at the second one,
Yeah, like it's like immediately after like Jill got injured during the fight, so like my main quest is to see her at the infirmary. That's where I'm at right now.
yeah. Have you done any time jumps?
Yes.
Okay.
I think at least a couple. There's the 13-year, and then there's the 5-year jump where you basically become Sid.
Yeah, that's the main one that I was talking about. Like I was saying, like in the game, time passes like significantly, but it makes sense. Like I feel like they did a really good job of that stuff and the interactions afterwards. And like if you're having a resistance, it just doesn't happen over like a 6-week period. Like it takes years. So I felt that like they did that right. But yeah,
Some
you're
of the-
probably like 60-70% of the way through the game.
Yeah. Ooh, I got a rock guard.
Yeah, 'cause after this starts to speed up a lot.
Some of the what do you call it? Some of the quests trigger me, if that makes sense.
What do you mean?
They piss me off. There was one where a father and son were sending people to their deaths, you know, bears, and sticking like a wolf on them or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Well, really, my anger was towards the father because the child was, you know, he kind of didn't know any better. You know what I mean? Like he was still impressionable. So I actually
Yeah.
kind of give the kid a pass, but the father I absolutely detested.
Yeah.
And then there's one that actually made me a little bit sad, like in a, it's hard to describe, humanism way, I guess. So there's this little girl that was asking, this is in the same area, by the way. I think it was called the Royal Meadows or whatever.
Yeah.
There's this little girl, right? She was looking for what we thought was a dog, but it turned out to be like a pet of hers. That was a
pet.
that basically turned into
And
a
it was
crystal.
human.
And so Clive was explaining how you know, they actually had a family, and that basically her parents, you know, didn't teach her really anything about humanity. And the little girl started crying because
Yep.
it seems like she found out she was actually, you know, a bad person then.
Yep.
That actually
No, and
upset
that's-
me a little bit.
And that's why, like, I feel like they did a really good job of making the quests actually tie into like the lore and like
Absolutely.
the background. And I just feel like they did a super good job of that. And like I said, like you're gonna get into the game, and the game is going to piss you off. Like
Yeah.
the world and how people treat each other. I was like, it fucking got me. And it got, like I said, gets dark quickly.
Yeah. They did worse things to Jill in the Japanese version in that Mother Crystal area. Yeah, so like when I was encountering her like abuser or whatever at the second Mother Crystal, apparently the Japanese version of the game they reveal like essentially a darker past that Jill had. Which, I mean, I can kind of guess what that might be.
Yep.
So that's pretty shitty. Yeah, world building, it might ironically 16 might be one of the best world building in the series. You know?
Yeah.
So that
It's like-
definitely has it going for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it has the Final Fantasy DNA that we were all looking for. It's just an action game
Yeah.
instead of, like, it's like, do I think it's a good Final Fantasy game? Yeah.
Not,
because of the
I don't
world building.
particularly know, but
But I just think that there's more that they could have done with it.
Yeah.
Because it's essentially more or less a glorified cutscene. Like, does it look beautiful? Absolutely. But there's nothing that really, like, there's no additional stuff that you really need other than leveling.
Yeah.
Like,
hell, I'm already 31. It doesn't even really feel like it.
like Dragon even said, there's not really a reason to change your equipment.
I mean, other than upgrading my sword, I haven't. The only necklace that I've used for the ring is the one for Portal.
Yeah.
The other ones, the game's too easy on normal. For regular enemies. Certain bosses, yeah, it actually is a challenge.
Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's... Other than, like, their looks, there's almost zero customization.
Yeah.
So it's like, alright.
Well, thank fuck I got it for $30 then. Great game for that much.
Oh, yeah.
Who the fuck would
Like-
pay?
like-
Who the fuck would pay $70 on that shit? I don't think you spent that.
No.
You spent like 40 or
Like
something.
40?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. For $40, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Amazing game.
Definitely.
But I'm wondering, like, what Final Fantasy is going to do after this.
Well, I mean, the director that they got for 16, is he going to stay on Square's, you know, like, team? Because if that's the case, it's a pretty fair shot he'll just redo the same style for the next game.
Yeah. But, like, eventually, and I hate to say this, but, okay, we just had Final Fantasy 16.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be fucking real for a second. How many of these motherfuckers do they have to make before they stop making them?
Oh, you mean like with the actual regular Roman numeral? I have no idea. I mean,
Like,
yeah, I guess you could ask the same for the Dragon Quest series. They have
I mean,
11
yeah, but
now.
Dragon Quest. Yeah, but Dragon Quest is just now getting there, and they're made by the same people, right? They're both made by Square.
Yes, because
So-
Enix and Square merged like fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah, so eventually they're going to have to realize that, because if you look at all of the games that they've made, just Final Fantasy, including like the spin-offs and everything,
Yeah.
there are like 25 games
Yeah,
for a single franchise. That's fucking wild.
yeah, it is kind of nuts.
I mean, unless the only games that were doing that prior were stuff like Mortal Kombat or like racing games or like games that have yearly changes.
Like
kind
fucking
of.
Madden.
Yes. I don't really say Madden, like it is a franchise, but I don't really count that because it's essentially just reskins.
Yeah, and stat
And
updates.
yeah. But, so I don't really count those as like in the same category as a franchise because that makes sense to make have 25 versions of the game.
Yeah.
Are we going to have when is Final Fantasy, when are they going to start a new franchise? Because they could clearly end
I
at
mean,
16
Technically,
and then
they
just
already
create
have.
a new franchise that they go through and they start numbering those.
Well, I guess numbering the franchise, that's not quite it. Like I've said for many years, the closest we have is Bravely Default. There's 2 titles. 2 on the DS and 1 on the Switch, which is actually called Bravely Default 2. Which I have to play it sometime.
He had a close battle with the boss last time, surviving an attack that took him down to less than 100 HP. I also remember they were going out of business, and Final Fantasy 1 was the last shot they had. Yeah, it's called Final Fantasy because it was their all or nothing, like, hey, this is our final fight. If this game doesn't succeed, we're done. So it's kind of funny that we keep getting Final Fantasies when it was supposed to be their last hurrah. It became something, and now we have fucking 25 of them. Like, I don't know.
I don't know for sure, but I've heard that story's been like a little bit like exaggerated. Like, I know they were not doing good, but maybe they could have squeezed out one more game after that, just not for the NES. But they were not doing good though financially. They were not doing good. That much is true.
Yeah, because if you look at, and I'm pretty sure it's more than 20 games for 25 games, because you have the 16 main lines. You have, I'm not even going to count the remakes.
Oh boy.
But you have,
We got some guys we're probably gonna kill.
You have Crisis Core.
Or maybe not. Okay.
You have the phone game for 7. You have 10-2. You have 13-2. You have Lightning Returns. You have fucking, what is it? Tactics.
You have Type 0,
You have
which was
Revenant
a PSP
Wings.
title.
Type 0. Like, that's I'm already at 26. Yep, After Years.
Which is a mobile game originally.
You have Dissidia. Dissidia 012. Dissidia XT.
Oh shit! I just hit my own guy there. Damn it. I'm an idiot.
You have, I know there's more on this. Yeah, you're already at like 30 titles.
Yeah.
And that's not all of like the other spin-offs that they have. Like, didn't they have like a collection of Wii games that was like set in like the Final Fantasy universe, like Crystal Chronicles?
I mean, yeah, there's Crystal Chronicles. Yeah, I think that came out for the GameCube.
Yeah, there's 3 of those.
You have spin-offs like the, I think there's only a couple that actually are in the US, but there's the Chocobo Dungeon series.
Yep. There's like 40 games to this fucking franchise.
There's Tenta Rhythm, which is a rhythm-based game.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, they're kind of nuts with Final Fantasies.
Yeah, like...
Can you not get past there, Maya? Is that blocked off? Keep going, bitch.
Yeah, 15 Royal is just 15 with DLC.
Yeah.
Which, I don't like how they marketed 15, because, I mean, yeah, like the DLC, all the DLC was like the characters' backstories, where they made a movie. I feel like they did 15 all fucked up.
I mean, by that point, Chase, I honestly didn't give a rat's ass, so...
Yeah, because for 15, all of the backstory was in like a 2-hour movie that you had to buy.
No thanks.
And then they had all these characters, and then they're like, "We're gonna give you DLC to give these people's backstories."
If there was a code for new copies of the film that came out with the game, I would have watched the movie.
Yeah. And Omega said, plus a different dungeon at the ending. Like,
yeah.
Or like, I don't know. I feel like they kind of learned their lesson for 15. Like after 15, that's probably why we have 16.
They made the world better, that's for fucking sure. Made the characters better too.
Like, because 15 had like the art style and like the vibrance of like a Final Fantasy game, but it didn't have like. It's weird. They just did so many things wrong with it. And I appreciate that they are doing, like, the remasters, and, like, for 7, and trying to make it look good.
Well, you mean
why is it multiple games? Like, I understand that, like, people say, the nostalgia having it multiple discs. Okay, so if it's all supposed to be one game that's actually, like, 3 games, why are they still $70?
And the what I've heard the argument, I don't think it's a very good argument, but they've said, oh well, they've added so much content to each disc, you know, like each game is at least going to be 50 hours worth of content. I was like, okay, that's fine, but they're still dividing up the story when they wouldn't
Or
do that
hear
back
me
in
out.
PS1 days.
How about just make the whole game?
Yeah,
and then
like
sell the
I
whole
don't.
game.
I'm not going to buy fractions of a game over the course of 7 years. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Like, just because
But-
there's nothing saying that if you're going to make a 200-hour game that looks that good, that you can't charge more than $70 for it.
And here's the thing, even though it's very unlikely, what if the first remake did not do so well? Is Square going to make a game that did not profit in the first place? They are a business.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
highly unlikely, but I'm just saying. Because if
Yeah,
that
make it
game,
so
if that game could not turn a profit, Square is fucking retarded as a company.
Yep.
It's
You know, like
literally it's legal counterfeiting is what it is.
Yeah, and Omega said, well, you don't want to be waiting a decade before they finish shit. Like, before it's in, like, the next gen, and then you have to buy a new console. And I understand that, but they also, like... I mean, are they... I will say that it's not like, oh, they're just taking the assets and reusing it. No, it's such a vastly different departure, and the game was made so long ago that they're making a new game with the original storyline. So I'm not gonna say that, oh, they were like halfway there at the start. No, they weren't. You had to completely build everything from the ground up. I got that. Except the story. You had essentially the outline of, hey, this is how the story needs to go. But
Yeah.
you'd think that Square would, like, go all in for that, because they could easily sell it for $150 with it being fucking 100 plus hours easily.
I guess I could bite at that. If the trilogy came out like on disc, all in one, you know what I mean? No, like downloading the things on. Like
Yep.
if I truly owned it, I'd probably pay $150 for that, for all 3 games
Yeah, I
to have
mean-
all the stories. I'd probably do that.
See, that makes sense because you're essentially getting 3 games for like $20
I'm getting
each.
a complete product. Is really more it's about.
Yeah. Like, and then having all of that stuff.
I think a lot of it
Makes
is.
sense.
I think gamers are just too impatient for that kind of stuff. I'm in the minority with my opinion about the whole remake thing.
Yeah, and like, and I'm still wondering, how does the integration go between the games? Does it automatically read your save file from the previous game, or do you have to start on a whole new one?
I have.
And or can you
I
just
have
jump into
no
the second
idea.
game?
Omega might know more about that. I've not played a lick of FF7 Remake other than the demo. I've seen people stream the game here and there. Man, this area is kind of huge, dude. Holy shit. I'm not even sure where I'm going, but at least I'm going somewhere good. A lot of enemies around here. I'm gonna get rich off this shit. I'm not even sure which way to go either. I guess we could go to the lower right-hand corner here. I was thinking the remakes are more for people who didn't grow up playing the OG game. I mean, that's fine. Because gamer generations are they come by very quickly. Like, I think a new gamer generation comes out every 5 years or some shit like that. As you know, who can actually play games? You know, like they're old enough to comprehend the games. Because like I wasn't born with a controller in my fucking hand. It. I would say I didn't start gaming until I was probably like 5 or 6. So.
Mhm.
I was just checking something. I'm sure Dragon's gonna love listening to this conversation. He told me he would listen to all the stream parts that he couldn't catch, because he's working in the middle of the day. I was like, that's fine. I'll just put it on a playlist for you.
You're so nice.
Well, I mean, he did give me the game for free, so I mean, I kind of owe him a bit.
I know, but it's funny. You're like, instead of him just doing the regular thing and like, scrolling through your channel, which it's not like you do a lot.
Well,
It's
I'm
like
actually
you typically will
very
play-
lazy on putting my content on playlists. I've started to do some backlogging things.
Yeah.
Like I did a week or so ago. I put what did I put on a playlist? When I did Mario Sunshine last summer, Chibi Robo last like August. Playlist for those two. I need to make one of Vesperia. That'll probably be a long playlist.
Yeah. But like, it's not like you're playing like a different game every day, and it's hard to like keep track of it. You usually play like 2, maybe 3 games.
Yeah, 2,
And
maybe
the,
3. Yeah.
The third one is typically like a short one.
Yeah.
Like you'll play, what was that baseball one that you were talking about?
Baseball game.
Yeah, like the guy at a baseball bat and like the... I can't remember. But like you only play like 2 like decently long games.
Talking
And
about-
you usually like alternate them. So
talking
it's really
about-
not...
Talking about Earthbound or something?
No, it's like Paradise something. It kind of looks like Earthbound, but it was the one where you were on the island and you were an American and you were like rage quitting on the fucking dumb shit they were doing. Could have been like 2 months ago.
A month ago.
No, 3 months ago. Maybe Omega will remember.
Probably. It doesn't ring a bell to me. Oh,
But,
you're
like-
talking about Star Tropics.
Yeah, Star Tropics.
Yeah. I was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah,
the,
so
the one that's kind of like a
that-
parody of American culture and shit.
Yeah, but you'll typically have a game like Star Tropics for the third game. Like,
Yeah.
shorter. You'll do it every once in a while, but you typically will have like 2 games that you bounce between.
You were drawing a blank as well. Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, and I could remember the fucking map, and you having conversations with it, and the shit with the torches where like the lights would keep going out, and you're like, this is fucking dumb. Or how the movement was
Star
fucking
Tropics is
awful, and the
way
enemies
too
were
fucking
moving way
difficult.
fast. Yeah.
I
I
stand
was
by
like,
that
I like
firmly,
it.
even after I beat the game. Shit, I might have to use some potions here to survive. Yeah, I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I
This
did-
is a long area in this game. Holy shit. I mean, it's great. We're getting XP up the ass and all that, but...
But I hope that they end Final Fantasy off at like approximately 20. Like,
Final Fantasy. Shit, I'll probably be bald by then. Fuck.
you were having that problem with X3 yesterday.
Yeah, so I decided to bring back a Mega Man Monday, since I
Oh,
have
yeah.
the X Legacy collection. X1 through X8. I was playing X3 yesterday, because, it's Monday. I was getting pissed.
I've never played. Well, I mean, I have played the Mega Man games, but I couldn't get into them because I also never got into like Metroidvania games either.
Yeah.
I just found them too difficult. especially with stuff like Castlevania, I feel like they're like this game, way too cryptic, and I just had zero idea what's going on. I more or less need told what the fuck to do and where the fuck to go.
Yeah.
I mean, now I can figure it out as an adult, and I can check the internet. But when I was a kid, like, if there wasn't a fucking arrow pointing to that shit, I was like, I have no fucking idea what's going on.
Yeah, when I was a bit younger, I think this is when I was starting to get into emulation. I actually played what was it? Metroid Zero Mission for the GBA. That game's pretty fun. I'd probably recommend that if you want like a newbie sort of Metroid game. Or it was either Zero Mission or Fusion, but I'm pretty sure it was Zero Mission though. But yeah, the Metroid, that was pretty fun. Like, if you can rent it, like, it's so great to rent. I love renting things. I rented at the library. I rented a Metroid Dread about a year ago. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, Omega said, I'm the same way. We had it rough not having very good internet access yet. Like, again, like, the only reason I probably stuck with Final Fantasy to this day...
My guide.
Is you had the guide, and you handed it to me, so that way I could actually be like, what am I supposed to do? Because if you just set me out in this big-ass world, I would have been fucking lost. Like, at that point, the longest games that I had played were, like, Jack. And I never actually beat Jack until here recently. Or, like, Jack 2. I don't actually think I've ever beat Jack 2.
Jack 2, like, I like the game, but it kind of makes me want to punch Naughty Dog right in the fucking balls.
Oh, yeah, and like...
Because they went way too crazy with the difficulty spikes.
Oh, yeah, because that's where I left off. Like, I distinctly remember the second difficulty spike in the game, which was the largest one, was the one where you were doing that rail mission, where you were on, like, that thing shooting, and then everything after that just went fucking absolutely insane. Like 75% of the way through the game, that difficult, like, it just, I never recovered from that.
I used the wrong ramp. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to get out of here. There has to be somewhere to go.
But yeah, like, that's the reason I didn't complete, like, the original Spyro game. I never completed Rayman ever, and I'm not gonna try, like...
I'd probably do Rayman. I do have it on the PS1 Mini, so I can spam saves.
Yeah, like, Jack... I heard Jack 2 is absolute hell. At the start of the game, it wasn't that bad. But, like, the last half of the game, there's, like, a couple difficulty spikes. They were just so outrageous that it's like you go through the whole, like, the first half of the game, and you're like, okay, this isn't that bad. And then you're, like, getting... Like, instead of having, like, 5 or 6 enemies that you're facing like 20 fucking people at the same time. And it just becomes a fucking bullet hell simulator. And you're like, what the fuck?
Too late, girl. Daskius' lenses are already completed. He only awaits the right time to unleash them on the core.
Yeah.
Talking
Well,
to
then
this
you're of no
badass
use
named
to
Caleb
us.
now.
We have to reach those lens platforms. Surrender or die.
No, I think you can deal with my mining Helgak. It should be enough to destroy you.
Oh, yep. We got a boss, boys. Mining Helgak. Incoming. Good to know we
What
get
do you
some
mean
action.
by mining Helgak? Does it have a drill on it?
No. Well, actually, it looks like it has drills. It's kind of like a giant fleshy spider. But instead of legs, it has, like, what looks to be drills. Or maybe those are just claws. I'm not really sure. Like I said, Helgaks are really weird creatures in this game.
It's like, what's the movie? It's like Starship Troopers, the game.
Yeah. Probably. Either way, we're gonna kill it.
And what's the timer up at the top? I've been trying to figure that the fuck out.
Timer? What timer?
Yeah, it says like 44:59.
Oh,
like, what is that blue bar at the top?
that is my mana pool. It is 44 core energy out of 59.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was
that's
so
not that
confused.
is not a timer.
I was
Be
like,
like,
does this
you've been
game
playing
have
almost
about-
45 hours, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm like, if this game has a 60 hour, like, you have to get everything done in 60 hours.
Fuck,
I'm like,
I'd be totally screwed.
goddamn.
That'd be what that'd be one of the top things to fuck me over on any game. Just have a time limit to beat it.
Dude. Like, I think that's the thing that, because, so you remember that I bought Lightning Returns. Like,
Yeah.
it was for like, I found it was like used.
Yeah,
and it was like a week after
you
it came
you
out,
bought
and
it
was
when
like
you were still in
15
town,
bucks.
dude. I remember.
And I was like, oh man, a Final Fantasy game for 15 bucks that just came out. I'm going to try it. I immediately booted it up. And it says you have 24 hours to like beat the game. And then I played it for like 10 minutes and then I immediately like booted it down and I took it back to the store. I was like, fuck that.
And I'm pretty sure you bitched about it till later to me. Just like you did that fucking Metal Gear Rising game. You're like, dude, you need to play this. It fucking sucks. And I was like, it's not the best.
Yeah, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance?
Yeah, the one with Raiden or whatever. It's like a cyborg.
Yeah. Dude, like, if you played stuff like Ninja Gaiden or stuff like that, that game is right up your alley. Not for me. There's way too much technical shit going on, and like, you have to be able to not only try to kill shit, but you have to be tactical with how you kill shit so that you can get certain parts and get health back. And I'm like, oh my god, like, this is way too much fucking going on here. And again, like, that game was made specifically for like the Japanese markets, because that's the shit they're into. And then they gave it to Americans, and they're like, this is what Japanese people do. And we're like, the fuck is this? This is bullshit. This is hard as fuck.
What's this stupid bullshit?
And they're like, this is our default. I'm like, you guys are fucking over, brother.
Did we kill the Spooter yet?
Yeah, you don't have scan.
No, I don't. A guy named Morgan, he has like a scan ability, but we don't have him on our party right now. You actually likes Metal Gear Solid Rising? I mean, that's fine.
Like, it's a good game. It's just, I
think you hated the controls.
Yeah, it was mostly like the controls. Like, the fighting style was cool, and I liked how much control you had over the combat, and I thought it was really ingenious idea. I just didn't have the mental capacity to do it.
Or it just didn't want to bother. I mean,
yeah.
I think that's a good reason too. Do I recommend a lot of people play through Kingdom Hearts 3 on Critical? Not really. Do I recommend they also do the data fights on Critical for the first time without playing on a previous mode? Fuck no.
No.
Because that was hell.
I say, because Kingdom Hearts, I would tell anybody that if they're going to play Kingdom Hearts, try it on Proud Mode first.
Are we talking about an adult gamer playing the game?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say play it on Proud Mode first.
An adult gamer, go through and play it on Proud Mode. Go through the first 2 worlds. If you're struggling that fucking bad, kick it down a notch. But if you're like, this is what I'm at, I'm going to tell you the next time you play it, you should probably play it on Critical. But like my daughter, she's like, I want to play Kingdom Hearts, and she's 10, and I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is, because she's never played video games before, hardly, other than like Mario or like, party games, Pokemon. I was like, I'm going to give you Final Fantasy 12 so you can understand battling, healing, like all the other mechanics that you're going to need to play the game. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be way too fast for you.
Yes, absolutely.
And then once
I don't know. I mean, your daughter's definitely. I'll tell you what. I mean, we probably know this already. If your daughter can get through even halfway through 12, she's way more intelligent than I am. At least when I first played the game at 12 years old, because that's about how long I got through it. About the halfway, the Fawn Coast area.
Yeah, and she got it, and she started getting the gambit system, and then she'd ask me, she'd be like, "Hey, Dad, what does this mean? Like, wolf poison? Like, how do I keep this from happening?" So she understands the gambit system and was able to like set it up, and I like briefly explained it to her. So she's able to grasp the concepts of the game. So I was like, okay, so you can do it.
Yeah.
But like jumping into like more of an action game if you've never played it, especially with something like Kingdom Hearts 2 would probably be easier for her than 3 would be, because you only have
just spam reflect for everything.
Yes, but you only have like one Keyblade. You don't have to like have 3 fucking Keyblades. You don't have all this other shit going on. You're not donning a goddamn fucking battle suit. You know what I'm saying? You don't have fucking attractions or all this other bar fucking shot lock. And I feel like 2 would be easier for her, but again, 2 is still pretty fucking fast.
I was thinking in my head back and forth. I was like, man, you know what's really? I think just for the fact that you don't have reflect in 3, all those data fights are probably superior because there's less you can cheese, really.
Yes.
No, I got this one viewer who's just like, oh man, it triggers me when people summon in this game. I was like, I mean, I suppose that depends, you know, how much you think it's bullshit. I didn't really do a lot of summons in the data fights though.
Like, that, I mean, that's cool. They play differently. Did I use the summons? No. Already, because I had so much goddamn shit going on. Why do I need a summon for?
Yeah.
But if there was, say, like a fucking bullet hell where there was a bunch of fucking enemies, I damn well I'm pulling out fucking Stitch and I'm fucking locking some motherfuckers down real quick.
There's this good list I need to show you. It was like the top 10 you are a scrub moments in Kingdom Hearts. And one of the things that listed on there was using limits to avoid damage in Cage 2. And I think I actually put a comment in there saying, like, I think you're actually a good player if you know how to use limits to avoid damage. Like, I don't think that's a scrub move.
Yes. Like, understanding iframes and all of that stuff, oh, you're a scrub if you do that. Oh, can you fucking time it right? There's 5 goddamn invincibility frames in there, and you timed it right?
Or like, what was another one? Spamming shot lock. If you're playing Birth by Sleep on anything higher than standard and not spamming shot log, you are gimping yourself in that game.
Well, not only that is like, oh, like they say, they call it like scrub moves. But if you look at like a good one is the competitive gaming scene in fighting games.
Yeah.
All they do is they use those scrub tactics because they're effective. And the person you're fighting against also understands every single frame of what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's not a scrub move if professional people are using those.
I mean, here's the argument I've kind of heard,
like, you can play the game you want the way your way. I'm going to play the game my way. Me playing the game my way isn't affecting your fucking income or your fucking happiness. Why in the fuck does it matter?
I mean, if I'm not paying for cash money, and like the devs had decided like there's certain techniques in there that like haven't been patched, you know, since KH3 is like what 5 years old now. If it was okay for them not to bother patching with it, then clearly Square isn't concerned that it's like, you know, destroying the, you know, the game integrity or whatever the fuck that would be. So it's like whatever. It's really just your pride at that point.
Yeah, cool. If you like dipping your balls in fucking hot glass, go for it. I'm personally not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and hurt yourself? Go ahead. Just saying, we're gonna play the game differently. That's the whole point of video games.
I mean, there's only really one strat that irks me in KH2 is the Fenrir loop. You ever heard of that?
Maybe.
So the Fenrir Keyblade, you get that from defeating Sephiroth. So you need a little bit of skill to do that. But what it does is it gives you negative combo. Now you can set it up so that you just jump in the air, hit the attack button, and just like slam with the Fenrir. But for any boss, it basically skips any kind of like phase or whatever. This even works for Lingering Will, Terra. You just jump, hit X, jump, hit X, jump, hit X, jump, hit X. So it's literally like a one-hit loop wonder. You can use that on any boss in the game and it kills them. That's the only thing that triggers me in 2. And I think I know the reason why. Is because you cannot see any of the boss's attacks that way. It literally skips all of their programming. I think that's why it pisses me off.
Well, not only that is, I don't think that the weapon was originally designed to do that.
I highly doubt it. But the thing is, well, it came out on the PS2. Obviously, Square couldn't patch it, so it was probably an oversight.
Yeah. Also,
now, I guess you could make the argument they could have fixed it on the 2.5 remake, but, Square doesn't give a fuck to do that. It was just a port.
Yeah. But also looking at, like what you said, it's the Keyblade you get from Sephiroth.
Yeah, so you need a little bit of skill.
You had to be, like, let's narrow, like, this game down to percentages, right? The people who beat Sephiroth would be, like, less than 10%.
The total KH players? Yeah, probably less than 10.
So you're like, I'm going to use this cheat strat that I had to already be like a very good, like an experienced gamer to get that far. I don't think that, because that's more than an exploit. It was an oversight, right?
Yeah.
But it's not like something you get at the start of the game that can be abused.
No.
Like everybody can use it. I think that's dumb. That's
you can't even fight Sephiroth until 1,000 Heartless fight, if I remember right.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, those exploits in the game, more or less you've earned. You beat Sephiroth. You've earned the ability to do that. It's not like you're getting a weapon at the start of the game and you're like, oh, like a funny one is like Dead Space.
Did I kill this guy yet, or what? Come on.
The game that you get at the start.
How does this guy not die? The guy not dead yet.
Upgraded so that like within like 40 minutes of the game, you can have a fucking OP weapon that you can just fucking cut limbs off of creatures every time. That's busted. That's dumb.
Yeah.
I think that's a scrub way to go through the game. Yes. Do I think that, like, it's alright to do that? Yeah. Like, if you're playing and you're enjoying it, that's all that matters. But when people are like, oh, using this super broken thing, like, again, another, I think, and I use this, we'll go to Final Fantasy 15 when we talk about that one. A scrub item in that game is the Black Hood. Did you get the Black Hood?
Yeah.
The Black Hood, so to get the Black Hood, you had to fly your vehicle off of the map and land at a landing strip off of the map. It was like fairly long enough to land.
Okay, I don't even think I've gotten that. Don't sound familiar.
Yes, and then you go in by yourself.
Is it like
this whole dungeon has no combat whatsoever. It is all a platforming simulator.
Yeah.
For like 3 hours of just the shittiest platforming you've ever seen, because the game was never meant to have platforming in its physics, because if you actually jump wrong, you just slide off the motherfucker, because you have this thing called momentum. Yeah. The Pytheas dungeon. And at the end of it, you get an item called the Black Hood, which what it does is it automatically dodges for you if you have MP. Auto. Dodges everything. Do I think that that's a scrub item to get? Yes. But you can't get it till the end of the game, and you have already had to go through some random bullshit. So it's like, I earned it at that point. Fuck it.
Well, good thing I have smelling salts.
Like, that's the thing. Like, do I think that using that is, like, being a scrub? Yeah. Did I use it? To try it out? Yeah.
Yep.
But did I really need to use it? No. Because if you're really that bad, it's just gonna burn all your fucking MP up anyways. It just melts it.
Yeah.
But it's not like Final Fantasy 15, they put out the exoskeleton suit. Well, when you had it on the PlayStation was you could just, because you essentially didn't take any damage, like it had like its own health bar and you didn't take any damage, but then it had like 2 days to recharge and then it was active for like 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
You could just change the clock in the fucking PlayStation and it had no goddamn idea, and then it would just keep going. So then you could just use it to fucking cheese all those like underground dungeon bosses and take no health.
Why the spider won't die yet. I'm not to get close though. It seems like you really have to smack his outer core to expose his innards, and then when you shoot that or whatever, like the tunnel kind of collapses. I assume we're supposed to just cave this guy in to kill him. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be indicators of like how far you are.
I have plenty of these roots, so I'll give those to our homies here. Yeah, a good cheese thing to do in this game, you can actually steal from shops. And, I mean, you know how, like, old PC games, you know, work, how you can, like, quick save and quick load with, like, the F keys, right?
Yeah.
So if you're actually caught, I believe the shop prices go up by a lot. And, I think you're actually eventually banned from the shops in that area if you keep on trying to steal. But if you get away from stealing, you can get a lot of free items. There is technically a consequence. Like what'll happen, which is actually kind of interesting, if you steal enough from a shop or like a collection of shops, they'll actually raise their prices because they complain about thievery going on in the market.
Yeah.
Like they don't know you did it, but they know that their goods are getting stolen. And they'll say something like, oh, maybe if I make more profit, I can lower prices again. So that means you gotta shop regularly again. Like, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, like actually showing that your consequences do indeed have an effect.
I mean, it's still very broken. As long as you get away with it, you can just keep stealing. So.
Yeah.
Because I'll happily steal, you know, $5,000 worth of merchandise and have your prices get raised for a bit, and then I spend like $1,000 to get it normalized. I'll do that, you know.
Yeah. Best thing is you could buy, or you could steal shit from them and sell it back to them.
Yep. I can. You're right.
And they're none the wiser.
Pretty much, because they're stupid. Hopefully this is the last hit.
Okay.
The easiest way to fix the jumping was to use the ring to stop misjumping? Huh.
Yeah. So probably when you go to use the ring, what it does is it probably like stops on momentum because you're starting another act, you know what I'm saying? There's probably something like that. I just did it. I mean, is the dungeon that hard? Not really.
Yeah.
They're not like actual platforms. It's like you're jumping onto a pipe, and you have to understand where your fucking hitbox is.
Yeah.
If you like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you're physically standing on one half of a pipe, and your other foot's taking off, just floating in fucking nothingness, and you're like, this doesn't make any sense. You don't really know where the stuff is. But I think it was specifically, it wasn't technically supposed to be in the game, or they hadn't finished it, and then they just kind of like, hey, there's this thing. It's technically complete, but it's not terribly pointless, like here.
Yeah.
I think it was more of an afterthought, but again, like, you never knew about the Black Hood. Like,
I'm just so glad I stole so many of these roots. Because they're helping my ass here. Yeah, I think this guy's almost dead. I don't know, this cave keeps shaking like a little bit more and more as I hit his core, so I think he's about to get buried alive, basically.
can you attack the wall behind him?
No. I think I can only attack his face, essentially. Let me check, though. No, I can only attack his face. I can only attack where it shows a reticule that's green. That's the enemy.
Because that'd be funny. You're attacking him, and all you had to do was, like, you know, do like 1,000 damage to like the fucking.
Like the scaffolding above him. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, the scaffolding above him. And then, like, that's just the boss fight. You're like, God damn, I've been on this guy for an hour and a half. What the fuck is the issue? And they're like, you know, how about you attack? Like, it's been taking and dropping rocks to give you like hints the whole time.
Well, there's probably a better way to get his core open, rather than just hitting it with a melee attack. Like, maybe you could have used magic on it, I don't know.
I mean, you guys are pretty healed up, so it doesn't look like you're struggling that hard.
When are you gonna die, bud? Jeez. Yeah, I have no idea how much health he has.
Or it just said 0, like it did 0 damage to him.
I'm not quite sure what that was. I don't know why it shows 0.
Well, I'm gonna look that up. Like, maybe there's something you're missing.
Yeah, you can look it up, that's fine.
Mining L the core. Terra core. Okay, not Terra core. Sep.
Yep. Easy mistake.
Is this Legacy of the Creator?
Yes.
And what are the creatures called?
I'm actually not quite sure how to see the name of this thing. But, maybe type in Mining Helgak boss.
Oh, Helgak, cool.
I'm gonna run out of potions here soon.
How many?
If it helps, I'm in, shell level 7 right now.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he might just have a lot of HP, I don't know. But this is kind of getting ridiculous. I've been on this at least 25 minutes now.
Oh, it says this is a very long battle.
Oh. Thanks for the advice, buddy. It's just a long-ass fight, bitch.
Let's play archive. Okay, doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Oh god, this is fucking pictures. Oh, you mine for lenses. Oh my goodness. Just get to the goddamn mining Helgak. Oh my god. I already watched all this. Oh, mining Helgak. Fiddler. That's the name of it. It's the mining Helgak.
Okay.
Get everybody barriered up. Mining Helgak has only one attack.
I believe I guess I didn't even think about that. Probably should use a barrier circle on everyone.
With the right tactics, you can easily defeat it without healing. Hitting it inflicts no damage, but causes it to make noises and shake the screen. The trick is to have 1 or 2 characters keep hitting it while your heaviest hitter waits for an opening, specifically the opening of its head plates to reveal its head. Once that happens, you get to shoot at it again. At this point, you may be wondering why Grubmire fully charged and Badu's only trying to get the boss open. We need to deliver the most damage possible in a single blow. So when its head opens, attack then, with your heaviest hit.
I mean, that probably would be with Badu, which I guess I could have done that before. I will put a barrier on everybody, though. That's probably should have something I did. Should have done that at the start of the battle, to be honest.
It says which would be why, and then something about a fucking Ouroboros and shooting flames or something?
Oh, that's, I believe that's a technique. Or a weapon.
Yeah. Just around 5 times as much damage as we could get by hitting it with Badu. The mining Hellgat being Earth aspect is very vulnerable to fire.
That's actually good advice, because I do have a fireball spell.
Creating a lot of noise and falling rocks, which doesn't actually damage anyone. Maybe wondering what happens if you try to pry it open and don't have somebody ready to go? Well, in order to answer this, you have to deliberately hold off attacking for some time for the sake of you gentle readers. The answer is you bitch slaps your entire party every single time. You don't get it to close up again.
Yeah, I experienced that once. Normally I do smack it though before he gets a chance to do that. But yeah, he does like a spread shot.
Yeah. And then eventually the ceiling will collapse on it and crush it.
Eventually being the key word, yeah.
Yes. So it's invulnerable until its head pops open, and then you just smack it in the head as hard as you fucking can. So it's more of like being tactical with your shit instead of just spamming the boss with attacks.
That's fine. We can only hit the core once until it closes up, so yeah, we'll just have Badu hit it with all he's got.
Again, you were talking about how cryptic this game is, and you're like, I've been in this fight for 30 fucking minutes now. What the fuck is going on?
Because I did it. It would help if I had a Corrigan on me, because he has a Libra spell, but that doesn't give all the information you need. Really, just it tells you the level and I think the health of the boss, but that's it. I don't think it tells you like its weakness or anything. Really, there should be a fate card for that, to be honest, some kind of a spell. Yeah, this fight's getting kind of old. Okay, Badu, hit that bitch. Knife strike! 84, let's go, son. Hopefully you're dead now. Nope. Damn. Whatever. I better get that barrier on Badu again. Let's do that. Yeah, if you look at my screen here, the barrier is basically is that totally like a spellbinding circle from Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, am I not crazy?
Yeah, no, it looks almost identical.
Yeah, so Yu-Gi-Oh reference, I guess. One of my clan members in RuneScape yesterday, him and some of the other guys were PK'd, and it said he got killed by Exodia. I was like, quick, get an Egyptian guide card and finish him off. That's a pretty badass name in OSRS to encounter, right? Exodia. There's so many cool player names in OSRS.
The mining Hellgat head has approximately 600 to 650 HP.
Let's see, my last major hit did 80,
so
80
it's like
84.
6 or 7 hits.
Yeah, I regret not having Badu hit him every time now, because my other guys, I think they're only hitting around 40s. So yeah, this is a long fight no matter what then.
Yeah.
Okay. Man, only 2 more potions, bro? need to go steal some more of these.
To keep hitting it with level 1 attacks until it opens up.
Oh, just level 1 attacks? That probably would help too. I thought maybe the shell had like a certain, you know what I mean, health to it too.
No,
Whatever.
I think it's just so many attacks.
Yeah. So many pokes.
Yeah.
91, that was a better hit. Are you dead yet? Probably not. He's got to be close by now, though. Maybe a quarter left.
Bitch, how'd you miss? He's fucking huge.
Hey Chase, is Jill wife new? 16,
Yeah. I mean, there aren't really very many pickings.
in terms of waifu, yeah.
Yes.
There's definitely plenty of bitches, but that's kind of a different title, you know? Like the difference between a bitch and a waifu is a waifu, you'd actually have them like be the mother of your children, you know what I mean? Whereas a bitch, she's good, you know, for casual fun here and there, you know? Basically, Benedicta is basically the biggest bitch in the game, in that regard. Oh, fuck! I screwed that up. Shit. I just wasted that turn. I accidentally hit with Maya. I wasn't paying attention. Damn it. I totally fucked that up. This is what I get for talking about bitches, I guess. I get distracted, you know? Dude, some of the town music in 16 is awesome. Like, I want to find like an hour, you know what I mean, loop of some of the songs and just listen to them, you know?
Dude, it's such great music.
Yeah.
Open. And I got attacked with Badu.
Oh, god damn it, Maya. I wasn't thinking again, was I?
Nope.
Fuck. Like, it happens so fast when you do it, you know, just on the first bar. Man, I'm stupid. Oh, so what are you up to in Shangri-La Frontier, bud? There's a pretty fair amount of episodes, like, I think as of Sunday, like 45 episodes are dubbed.
I am up to the one right after they killed, well, like, probably 2 to 4 episodes after they killed the clone of whatever the wolf's name is.
Oh, Lycagon Shadow?
Yeah. Yeah, they
okay,
figured
yeah,
out
you're
that
actually
that
you're
was
pretty
fun.
damn far then. I know you're in season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
I hope it gets more popular than fucking Sword Art Online did.
Yeah. Again, like, I was talking with somebody about this, like, isekais have, like, exploded after Sword Art Online, and I don't even think Sword Art Online was that good.
It's not.
I thought Log Horizon did better.
Log Horizon curb stomps it in, like,
But
every regard.
There have been so many isekais that...
And I've even thought about reading the light novels, to be honest, because I doubt we'll get much more anime of Log Horizon.
Yeah. Like, I was explaining to him, I was like, Log Horizon's better because the character is just as powerful, but he actually goes through and tries to establish, like, a government, and, like, you know, actually as a, like, lives it as a society. Like, we're all stuck in this game. We have to come up with some semblance of society. We can't just be fucking feral.
I mean, that, and he literally bent the laws of reality.
Yeah.
Because he didn't give a fuck. But yeah, I mean, he's also fairly humble about it too. Like, he admits he doesn't know quite a lot about certain things. I think that guy's a fucking engineer in the real world. Or, well, he's an engineering student, I think. Yeah, he's in college, I think, technically.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Who's that? There's a little ninja girl that always has a crush on him. That's cute too, like their relationship.
I don't
remember. Is it Akane?
Maybe.
I don't remember. I think it's Akane.
Hope it's open. Don't fuck this up this time.
I think I did it. I saw an explosion on his back. Yep, I got him. Fuck you, bud. Boy, that was way too long. But we did it. I'm sure Dragon's gonna be like, God damn, you're so slow on these boss fights, Ryan. Eh. He always likes to talk shit.
We have to follow Caleb to the lenses.
Oh boy, we're going on a enemy ship now, I guess.
We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship.
Yep. You bet your ass I'm gonna save after that. I think I will go with another slot. Lens ship, I guess? We'll call it that. Whatever. How big is this place? There's not a place to... Okay, I guess no... Well, I guess no breaky for us. I was hoping there'd be, like, a rest area, but no, I guess... Can't do that. See how hard one of Maya's moves hits. We had the interview for it. Yeah, she had grenade. Use grenade on that. I'm just curious how much damage it do. 29, 40, 33. Not bad, not bad. Some bread, I guess. Yeah, I can't get over how tanky this Underlost is. 243 health? I mean, goddamn, dude. Okay, so there's a couple of rooms kind of the east. So let's go check those out. Yeah, Omega was telling me about this one anime yesterday I never even heard of. Until he convinced me to try it out. It's called 86. I only watched a couple episodes, but it's alright. It's like I don't know what you call it. I guess like a war military kind of anime with like mechs.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, it's called 86. I'm gonna be watching more of it today.
Unmanned combat drones. Easily attacks by the autonomous unmanned drones of the neighboring country. Oh, they're unmanned only in name. Oh, that's fucked.
Basically, they treat there's this like silver-haired people society. They treat
Yeah, I
people
think I
that aren't
remember you talking
silver-haired
about
as
this.
like inferior creatures, so they force them to be in these machines, and they don't consider them humans. Like, it's really fucked up.
Yeah, I think I remember you talking about this, and like, there's like almost like their commander is like does treat them like humans.
I don't think I've ever mentioned 86 for you. I mean, I mentioned an anime that does the same kind of concept. It's called Cross Ange.
Maybe that was it.
That might have been it. But that is a good anime too. Cross Ange of dragons and something. I forget what the title's called. What is it called? But it's also like a mech war anime movie or show. I mean, I can never remember.
On episode 45 of SLF.
Okay, Cross Ange, Rondo of Angel and Dragon. That's what it's called. Yeah, I'd recommend that one.
Yeah, I essentially got to like. There's only like 3 more episodes that are dubbed.
Yeah. I'm just glad it's getting more support past season 1, personally. So.
Yeah, because I'm waiting on because I finished Black Clover.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on My Hero. I'm waiting on Dragon Slayer. I'm waiting on Frieren. I am waiting on Solo Leveling.
Aren't we all?
I am waiting on MF Ghost. I'm waiting on Dragon Ball Super. What? God, there's so many that I'm waiting on.
Super, don't you mean Daima?
Oh yeah, Daima.
Yeah. I haven't even started Daima yet. I probably should. I've heard that Dragon tells me there's like a scene where like Kid Vegeta becomes a Super Saiyan 3 and like totally disrespects his opponent.
I haven't got that far yet.
That
but
sounds funny as fuck though.
It is so like I think Daima is like a perfect combination between Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball.
So like great humor and great action?
Yes. Or the fact that like the fights aren't necessarily super OP. It's like Dragon Ball style fights.
I mean, as long as they're entertaining, that's all it really.
Yeah, like they are entertaining, but it's more like they're more grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets to a point, it's not like Super where they're like, okay, like literal fucking deities, right?
Yeah.
Like Goku is a child again, and he's back to using the Power Pole. Like, that's how the fights are going.
Okay.
So it's that like it's definitely more like comical. And
yeah.
like everybody's like, oh my god, like what are they doing? And I'm watching it so far, and I'm like, all right, I see where he was going with this, and it's all right. Like,
I mean, if you hate, if people hate Dragon Ball, they probably would not like that show then.
but like it's good pulling it back to like a more grounded, because like after Super, it's like, what do you do with that? Like
You really
they're little
can't. You
fucking
really can't do
deities.
anything epic-wise. Wait, did I just activate that screen? I think I hit that switch twice. Hold on, let me hit that again.
Yeah, and then we're watching Tokyo Ghoul.
You're probably gonna get disappointed by that one.
Well, my daughter wanted to watch it, so I'm just watching it with her.
All right.
It's
Maybe-
not bad.
I mean, it's not bad, but it's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
And then I was thinking about starting, because again, I'm waiting on so many anime news. I'm thinking about starting Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone is good. You remember, like in middle school, like the... Oh, I'm trying to remember, like... Ah, shit, I think you're on a different team. Do you remember Mr. Rose in middle school by chance?
Sounds familiar.
I don't remember if you were another team or not, because you know how they did that, like, weird dividing team things and, you know, amongst middle schoolers. But anyway, Mr. Rose, have you ever seen Bill Nye the Science Guy in any iteration?
Yes.
Imagine that, but turn into an anime. That's more or less how I would describe Dr. Stone. It's like a science lesson with a plot attached to it. That's probably how I describe Dr. Stone.
Oh, yeah.
So I think you'd probably enjoy it.
Yeah, because we're trying to figure out, like, what animes for my 10-year-old daughter to watch, and we're going through...
Dr. Stone would be perfect. There's not really a whole lot of violence in it.
Well, I'm not even saying, like, violence isn't necessarily, like, a bad thing, because, again, she's watched stuff like My Hero, she's watched Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So, I mean, like, at this point, I'm just trying to keep her away from shit like Goblin Slayer, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
that's not really for a little girl.
Like, so...
No, honestly, you and your daughter would probably learn stuff from Dr. Stone. Because they make a lot of different stuff, including stuff like shampoo. I'm not trying to spoil it. I know they make a ramen in an episode. They make glasses, because there's a couple characters that have like nearsightedness, you know.
Yeah.
One episode they actually made Coca-Cola, because one of the main characters, they really missed Coca-Cola, so he made it for him as sort of like a bribe to get him on his side, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend Dr. Stone, and I know they're dubbing the last season now too. Like to end the series, I think it's called Science Future. I should really be watching that dub, to be honest. But yeah, probably one of the most perfect anime you could watch with a child is Dr. Stone, because they might actually fucking learn something.
Yeah, but there's this... Like, I'm running out of animes. Because I've essentially caught up on all, like, my YouTube and shit. Because now that I'm home most of the time, like, because, you know, I'd be gone and I wouldn't have time to watch anything. So I would come back home and I would have to catch up on, like, almost, like, a year's worth of, like, anime and YouTube and shows and stuff. And then now that I'm all caught up and I'm like, fuck. Because I'll binge watch the show, like,
I'm starting to get into that weird, starting to get in that weird field where, like, I'm kind of getting bored of being unemployed. That tends to happen around the 2-month mark, if you didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like, hell, I thought about, so left to me, there's a bunch of old books that my mom has. I was like, huh, there's one for The Exorcist, and I was like, shit, I might as well just watch The Exorcist, you know? Might as well read it. Why not? You know? It's probably a good story. I know the 70s movie is considered pretty good. Oh shit, did I leave that candle on all night? Oops. Oopsie. I forgot I left this candle on all night. I forgot to blow it out. Yeah, little candle, guys. Yay! Scented candle. This is, Christmas treats. So it smells like, you know, like sugar cookies and, like, icing and shit. Yeah, my mom has way too many candles, so I've been lighting some here and there. And I was doing that in Cromwell, too. There was a really good candle. I need to get it again. It was like, it smelled like autumn dew. It was so damn good, dude.
Well, also, if you want, like, custom candles, my wife makes candles as well. I mean, so if there's scents and stuff you can't find, she could probably get you something and then make it.
Well, hey, I mean... At this rate, I doubt I'll even have a job in April, so I'll probably come visit you.
Yeah, because I need to, what the fuck is it called? schedule the white trash bash?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been talking with people. It's growing. I got people that are in like Nebraska that are like, bro, I will show up. And I'm like, God damn it. Like,
Should it be fine just to hang out with your buddies again like last year? I didn't really give a fuck.
yeah.
And I mean, technically I'm in a better position. Yeah, I'm
something
broke,
like that,
but...
except with like maybe 10 or 15 more people.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
not trying to have
siphoning money every month now.
Yeah.
Because I was showing Brett, you know, kind of my business, just, you know, because we're friends and all. I was like, yeah, realistically, I could only ever survive unless I, like, sold, like, stocks and my gaming collection, like, just bank account-wise, I could only survive probably about 4 more months in Cromwell, so this is just a more wise decision.
Yeah. Like, you did the adult thing, and you looked at it, and you're like, yeah, based on all of this, like, it's going to make sense.
In the name of the holy chosen emperor, I vanquish the heretic Doskius.
Doskius!
The fuck is this nonsense?
Thank you, dear Selena. You have done your people a great service.
He's getting away! I only meant to stop him, not let him get away. We have to get out of here!
Okay, I guess we're dealing with plot, right? I'm kind of glad they didn't throw me into a boss fight, because I wasn't doing too pretty anyway. So I guess we're gonna leave this area now, or something.
I was say, because doing back-to-back fights like that
without any rest or like a shop to go to, that would be ridiculous.
I mean, did games in that era do that? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maya, wake up.
Where am I?
Wake up, Maya. You have much to do.
Mom?
Yeah, I've been really getting into this 3D printing thing, so like I'm going to send you a picture of like what I made. It's called, and it's like, you know when you're playing D&D, how like, you know what initiative?
Yeah.
Like
your
the battle
like
order?
your priority for attacking, yeah.
Yeah, so this is what I did, is I made like a pole, and there's these little flags that slide onto it, and then they're color-coded based on whether it's enemy or not, but they're all customized.
Yeah.
So that...
It looks like a shard in the
core
lens.
It the wrong way,
Yeah, dude,
really
I think I
read.
got to do. I got to find another fucking D&D group, because the one I go to at the Garrett Library, supposedly our last session is on this Saturday, but we might have to do one in April just to complete like his, you know, the DM's campaign.
Yeah.
But yeah, past that, the one at that library is being done with, so I need to find another group, dude, because I enjoy it. Fun. And it's a good reason to, you know, get the fuck out of this room, you know. Like I don't like being in a house for like all the day. Just, I don't know, it gets claustrophobic, I guess. Which is why I'm liking these walks so much, you know, because it's like 65 degrees, you know, just chilling. And what I'll do is like I'll put my phone in like the pocket, because there's sort of like a little pocket on my weighted vest. I'll just put my phone there and just like listen to YouTube videos as I'm walking. It's good times. Where the fuck am I now? I don't even know what shell I'm on. Crash Legends is there. Scumtown, is that what that's called? SCUMM? Okay. Mountain Pirates based west. Okay, so we got butt pirates over there. That's good to know. We have the Green Mire Swamp. Okay. West Swamp, South Mire, and East Marsh? Is there a shop? Is there a... I'm not even sure where to go first. I guess I should probably go to Scumtown to get some equipment updated.
Yeah,
it's getting close to 4:30. I'll play a little bit longer here. Let's check out the town.
the flags I made, and then the letters are extruded out.
Yeah.
So if need be, what I can do is I can take like ink or something, or like paint, and just paint the letters on top.
Yeah.
So they're much easier to read.
And
But
look at 'em.
altogether, not that bad.
My phone would load the image. That would be great. Oh yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I've seen my DM use something kind of like that.
Yeah.
That's nice.
But yeah, with a 3D printer, I can just make all this stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but I was even explaining it to my wife, like how much filament costs. 1 kilogram of filament is like 25, 30 bucks.
Yeah.
And I can make, like, those flags only cost like maybe 50 grams. So I could buy those online, that whole thing online, for like 40 bucks.
Yeah.
But it only costs me like a collective like $4 to make, maybe.
Yeah.
So I was explaining to my wife like how effective it was, and I was showing her like the prices online of like the exact same thing that I was showing her that I had the stuff for, and it, like doing the cost breakdown. And she's like, oh, so like, she's like, if you go through like 3 or 4 rolls of filament at 1 kilogram each, it'll pay off. Like the printer will pay itself off. And I said, yeah. She's like, oh, that's cool.
Yep. As long as it's something people will buy.
Can
Yeah,
I
so I'm
interest
like,
you in anything?
hey, like, I'm not saying that I'm gonna sell it, but like that it's. She's like, okay, so it was much more cost effective you doing that than it was for you to have somebody else do it. I was like, yeah. She's like, okay.
Can I interest you in anything?
Okay, we're gonna be a motherfucker and try to steal from the shop. So.
Hey, get away from there!
Oh no! I've been caught. Well, that's why quick load comes in, because it never happened now.
Can I Hey, get away from...
Okay, maybe the shop is, unless I'm just getting bad RNG, it's based off of the stats of your... So you have a dog, a robotic dog, that can steal from the shop, but you also have, like, this mercenary guy who's, I guess, sort of like a rogue or ninja class. He can also steal from the shop. So one of those characters has the opportunity to steal it, and it's based off their stats if they succeed or not. Like that, basically, the more higher level they are, the better chance you have to steal from a shop. But maybe this shop is like a little harder. I don't know. There we go. Okay, we took a root. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the game again, because roots from the shop for reference. Let me check how much you sell them for. Oh, okay. This guy doesn't actually sell roots. Well, I think roots are like 500 gold each or something like that normally. But I just got 3 of them for free, so. But yeah, I'm gonna try to steal a couple more times here successfully. 2,300 gold, not too shabby, not too shabby.
Can I
1,500 gold, nice.
Yeah, right now what I did is because especially like D&D, like I don't know if you bought miniatures and stuff like that.
No.
Some of that can kind of be expensive.
Yeah, they can. Especially the ones that are like fucking giant monsters, like dragons and shit.
Yeah, so what I did is I just made tokens for that because I don't want to constantly, like, if it's like, something that I'm going to use often, or like the big bad guys, like that stuff, all right, like whatever.
Yeah, we use Minecraft miniatures and like little tokens for our characters.
Yeah, but what I'm doing is everybody made their classes and their people, so that's how I customized all the flags so that it has their stuff. And right now I'm printing the miniatures. I made miniatures, or I found miniatures of all of them, and right now I'm printing them.
Yeah.
So that they all have like customized miniatures.
Damn, we're gonna get some small blitzers here. Holy shit.
Especially since like only me and one other person have played D&D before, so it's everybody else's first time. So
yeah.
I would much rather print these off because it's costing me, like, even with all the fuck ups I've had, it's costing me less to print all of these off than it is for me for anybody to buy one miniature.
Oh, damn, that's way better. Get that for Maya here. Get that for you. have an ability? Someone got an ability, I know that. Napalm grenade.
Yeah, and I bought a bunch of like battle maps and shit. Like I have 100 maps. I have a book that has like a bunch of like, you know what one-shots are?
Yeah, they're just like basically like one-off campaigns that just take place in a single session.
Yeah. So I bought like a book that has a bunch of like one-shots in it and stuff like that because that's what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to do a one-shot or two so that everybody gets the concepts of D&D before we actually start the campaign.
Shit, I'm still trying to learn, dude. Like I still have to like kind of think about like what, you know, my bonuses are and, you know, accuracy and which die I use. It's a lot of math.
But that's why like I got them like sheets, like cheat sheets and shit. Okay. Like that's why I have all like cheat sheets and stuff like that, and
this is okay. This is a weapon shop.
yeah.
Good.
What do you mean buffalo chicken? Well, we have chicken drumsticks to make.
Yum.
But like all of the what am I looking for?
Look around.
I don't remember. But yeah, I gave him.
Ooh, your bone knife.
Like we're using D&D Beyond for their character sheets. Like I'm not putting anything else in there, but that way they, as I can go into the party and add their experience, so it automatically changes the character sheets and stuff.
Sword too.
And adds all that stuff, so they could just have it up on their phone and then see like, oh, this is like their initiative is like +3 or whatever. So then they can just fucking do all that shit, and then it has like a cheat sheet that's like, oh yeah, like all the small shit. It just has it all, like right there, so they could just read it.
Welcome.
Like, yeah, did I spend a little bit of money on it? Yeah, but I mean, I remember when I played D&D the first time, I was lost as fuck.
Yeah. Let's see, so
Then it's one thing if you're having a single, like 1 or 2 people out of a 4 to 6 person campaign that don't know anything or that are like brand new. But when you have like everybody but the DM and one single person are new, you're like, all right, I don't have enough time to, like, this is going to take fucking years for everybody to fucking get through this campaign.
yeah. Let's see, so shrapnel I just got. Longsword, I just got that for you. Sell the power knives. We're gonna put that on for Maya. Attack hits many targets, but does less damage. Okay, well, she has that.
Welcome.
I guess that's only, yeah, you only sell knives and swords. Okay, next shop. Need a fucking item shop. And there's a lot of prostitutes in this game.
Hell yeah.
Did you see the battle?
Is that your kind of game?
Who didn't? You know, big hunks of Cora just fell
I
from
met
the
some
sky.
green-haired chick named Julian.
That'll
Would
keep
you
kinda
bang her?
rolling in the dough for a while.
I've done worse.
Probably. I'm sure Brett has too.
Who is this Connor
I know
I hear
Brett's
about?
picky, except when it
Connor?
comes to men.
Don't
Then he
go
just
messing
jokes.
with him, girl. He's bad news.
Oh my god.
Did you see the battle in the skies?
Who didn't? You know, big hunks of Cora
Okay, yeah, I
just
think
fell
I'm still
from
on
the
Shell
sky.
7.
That'll keep kind of
Because
rolling
I'm talking
in
to
the
an
dough
NPC
for a
and I'm
while.
like, hey, did you see the battle in the skies? That's where we just were. So I wasn't sure if we went to another shell or what.
So what's the shell like a?
So the world is, as this game knows it, is basically divided into different layers. And the very core is in the center of the planet, which is inevitably where we're going to. Because at the core, there's basically like a remnant of like the creator, which is more or less like their deity or god who like made everything to how it is.
Hello there.
And so our
Did you care
objective
to
is
buy
essentially
anything?
to dig into the center of the core, more or less. So we do that through the different shells.
Okay, so the shells are like levels under the Earth's crust.
Correct. And on the very highest shell, the most outward shell is basically where the Chosen are, which are more or less elitist assholes, you know what I mean? Like, they think they're the descendants of, you know, X, Y, and Z, great persons, so... And everyone beneath the Chosen shell is, like, a bunch of plebs and shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to... Like, I know I've seen something like that before, but I can't remember what it is, but it's like...
I have. I've seen in Tales of Symphonia. They do something kind of like that.
Yeah, where there's, like, a city, and, like... The further down you get, the more, like, destitute it is.
Yeah. I guess I'll buy these blades for, Oh. Aaron can use blades too? Okay, let's get that power for him then. Let's see, Iron Wrench. I guess we could get that for, lead. The meat, it has a little key icon next to it, so that's why I bought some.
Oh, quit it. Who's at my door? I move.
Oh, those are gear.
1 second.
Power, adds power. Armor seal? Protects partially from stun. I might want to buy a couple of those, just in case. I hate stun. Let's see, in terms of everything else, I mean, we probably will still use bread, so let's buy, I don't know, maybe... Yeah, buy 45 of those. Let's buy roots. Oh, wow. We actually have 24 of those. We have a lot. Okay, let's buy... We can, I'd rather try to steal for potions, to be honest, than waste 1,000, but tell you what. Let's buy 5 legitimate potions. Let me get you blades. I mean, I could probably get rid of that. Let's give you partially protects from stun. That'll be nice. Same for you, Maya. We don't need the earplugs now. Okay,
Goddamn, I need to get a sign. Shut the fuck up! I need to get a sign that says no soliciting. I'm tired of people coming to my door and they're like, hey, do you need this? And I'm like, no. They're like, hey, do you need like a new fence or something? And I was like, I can put a fence up. Like,
what can I do for you?
What kind of place is this?
I built like
Tattoo parlor.
3 houses, guys. I'm just as qualified as you are.
I mean, you should just they should have just asked you, hey,
Oh,
you
he's
know
a
that the
funny
forest
one.
spirit can grow flowers,
Obsessed
and it'd be
with
just
Kira
as
the love
productive.
goddess. He has all of his women made up like her. Some say he's searching for the legendary Kira's mirror, the one she used to make the stars.
I had a tattoo on my right arm.
What was it?
You don't want to know.
Damn it.
Okay, I'm kind of curious. So your mercenary party member, or whatever, he was talking to some shopkeeper, and he's like, I used to have a tattoo on my right arm, like the one that he lost. And she asked, what is it of? And he's like, you don't want to know. That means it's sexy.
That means it's Nazi.
Or it's Nazi, yeah. Or maybe both.
What kind of tattoos
sexy
do you
Nazi,
do?
sexy
I do
Nazi
most of
chick.
the working girls that come through here. They like full
And a
body
girl with a
jobs,
swastika
like
on her
here.
forehead, what the fuck?
I wouldn't doubt it, dude. You can probably do some weird shit in this world.
What kind of sexy Fuhrer shit is this?
Hello there. Would you...
I don't know, dude. We're gonna try to steal.
Hey, stop that!
It's okay. It's okay, guys. I saved. It's okay. I'll just load my save and steal again.
Hello there.
Just
Would
like
you
in
care to buy
Fallout, we're gonna
anything?
keep stealing until it works. Wow, 680 gold? That's pretty shitty. Let's try it again.
Hello there.
4 roots? That's not bad.
Hello there.
1200 gold.
Hello there. Hey, stop that!
You quit eating. Shit. You're not supposed to.
Hello there. Would you care to... Hey,
Damn it. He keeps... Stop catching us. Let us steal in peace, dude.
Hello
Come
there.
on.
Would you care to buy it?
I'm like the main protagonist here.
Hey, stop that!
I should be able to steal whatever I want.
Hello there. Would you care to buy anything?
Could someone get rid of that bot that just showed up?
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, I'll get it.
Hello there.
Will you steal?
Hey, stop that!
He keeps catching me.
Hello. Hey.
Ah, fuck it. Fuck this shop. Must be getting bad RNG or something. I think there's one more shop here, it looks like. Yeah, I want to explore the rest of the city, and then we'll probably call it for today's stream. I'll be playing this on Thursday, so it's not, you know, that big a deal.
Who is this Connor I hear about?
Pirate gang leader. He runs the show.
I knew I would like 3D printing, but I did not think that when I started 3D printing,
Why?
I would become obsessed. I mean,
Pirates like to protect.
let's be honest, my autism makes it to where I like doing shit like this, so it was only a matter of time before I bought my own 3D printer and then just started making 1 foot long Penisaurus Rexes.
Yeah.
The lens platforms.
You could 3D print your own dildo, you know that?
I mean, I could.
I mean, you'd probably have to coat it in some kind of a, you know, some kind of oil to make it not rip up your insides, but...
I'm more worried about the rigidity. More worried about, like, you know, not going ham bouncing on that bad boy and then breaking it off in my butthole, and then now I have to go to the hospital because I got the top half of a fucking dick in my ass. I have to explain to them. Product testing.
You say that, but that's probably something the hospital has experienced before. Sexual related injuries.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean.
From 3D printing, yeah.
Yeah.
Be like, and I printed the flared base and it broke off, and now I'm here. So can we do this, or?
You know what that reminds me of? You remember that part in one of the Jackass films where wasn't it Ryan Dunn? He actually shoved like a little toy car up his ass.
Yeah.
And then he went to the doctor and he was trying to explain how you know he's been having like stomach issues, and like, you know, he went to this party with some other people there. Absolute fucking genius. I miss Ryan Dunn, dude. He was amazing.
In my family, it's like every time my dad goes to like go to the proctologist or whatever, like joking about that he's just gonna like have a whole goddamn parking lot worth of fucking Hot Wheels in there.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
I'm like, that's funny.
We might as well get that heavy coat for Wait, what? Oh, no, we want... Oh, all these coats suck compared to what Runner has on right now? Okay. Let's get our Underlost guy better shoes at least. Claw pads, is that what that is? Yeah, let's get him some claw pads. And heavy springs we could probably get for our our girl here and Runner. Wing shoes, we can get those for those guys, okay. Man, I have so much money to spend, holy shit. And I think half of it I got through stealing, so that's cool, right?
Oh, something I think you should also do is sometime you need to play Pokemon Elite Redux.
I'm damn sure you've mentioned it to me before. It's like a ROM hack?
Yeah, it's a ROM hack, but you get like 4 abilities and all of the... Like, not only do they have new forms of Pokemon, like different like variations and shit.
Yeah.
A lot of, like, they went through and like a lot of Pokemon that should have been buffed have been.
Yeah.
and stuff like that, or like ones that got like mega evolutions that definitely should have. Like all of the starters should have a fucking mega evolution. Let's be fucking real.
They should.
Which that's what everybody's thinking about with ZA. They don't know if all of those are getting regional forms or mega evolutions, or because if they don't do if I don't get a regional form of Froligator that's like water dark or some bullshit,
you were gonna lose your shit.
I'm gonna lose my goddamn shit.
Yeah.
Like I seen that they had Totodile, and I was like, yes, I know what I'm picking. Or hear me out, giving a fucking decent type combination like Grass Fairy.
Yeah.
To Meganium. I don't know why not. What's so fucking difficult about that?
I mean, I
Make Meganium a decent fucking Pokemon.
I could see that.
Because in Gen 2, Meganium sucked.
Yep.
Why? Because there were no fucking good grass moves ever.
Nope.
And it was fucking way outdone. Like, especially when in Gen 1 and Gen 2, almost over 40% of the Pokemon were fucking water Pokemon.
The pirates must be ecstatic the Janome
The grass should have been fucking OP, but it wasn't because they had dumb shit like fucking Exorb, Mega Drain, and Giga Drain.
Yeah, I think I told you about it a couple years ago. You know how I told you that there was a guy that made it was like a Pokemon ROM hack, but it had to do with like RuneScape. It's called Pokescape. Do you remember me telling you about that?
I think so.
So I think the actual ROM hack is out now, and I looked at a little bit of footage, and it's actually kind of interesting. Like one of the first like gym leaders or whatever you deal with is actually the Duke of Lumbridge, like Horatio.
Yeah, Horatio.
Like you literally fight him in a Pokemon battle. Like how's that not cool, you know? So I thought about checking out that ROM hack just for grinsies. I don't know how difficult it is.
Because I'm still pissed off at Jagex for their transgressions.
I mean, hey, that's fine.
You're like, you still won't drop that? No, never.
No, I
gave you 15 years of my life, and you fucked it up.
I don't blame you at all. Oh, there's a lot of people getting pissed off because they actually named a new CEO, and I don't like his background. Because you know what the CEO's background is in? Making mobile gambling games.
Yeah, no.
That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. So, hopefully the game isn't totally butt-fucked here the next 6 months.
Yeah. Like, what are they going to do? Double down into the fucking loot boxes? And, well, I mean, they can't do loot boxes because the game, last time I checked, was based out of the EU. Or no, Europe, but they couldn't sell it in the EU because they're not allowed to have shit like that. So is it just going to be like more pay-to-win bullshit and
most likely.
What's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Where
pay to win?
Not necessarily pay to win, but like microtransactions.
It's a drill.
Okay, I just found a drill.
So there's just going to be a bunch of microtransactions now?
I don't know. But I don't think that's a good direction for the company to go in. To have essentially a gambling, an online gambling expert as the CEO. I don't think that's a good idea.
Excuse me, but I need to get past.
Sorry, no one enters the docks without an official manifest.
Okay, so I can't go into the docks without official manifest. That's great. Yeah, I picked up a drill. Apparently it's a key item. I don't know if I'm supposed to use it to, like, you know, fucking kill a guy or what.
You're like, I have this thing, but I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you would like Elite Redux because, again, they go through, like, some of the Pokemon, like, all of the quality of life things that have ever needed to happen happened. Like, when you go to fight, it'll tell you, hey, this is what, like, it's scrolling, like, just for your attacks alone. Scrolling through your attacks, it'll tell you what has like priority. It'll tell you it pulls up the stats of the Pokemon and saying like, hey, you're gonna go first. This person's gonna go second. This is how much approximate damage it's gonna do. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
What's
everything. All of like
This? It's a shipping
it's
manifest.
essentially if
Papers that you need. to
they
get
went
into the
through
docks.
Pokemon, completely
Hey, what was
redesigned it
What?
around like actual battling
Yeah, I don't know. It must have
and
been the wind.
like added Smogon into it and then made a game.
Dude, my my assassin guy Aaron, he just pulled up. He pulled off something pretty slick. So that manifest that I said I needed to get past this one guard. Well, we go to this office just to the side, and my guy's like, "Hey, what's that over there?" And the guy's like, "What? Where?" And he casually walks over, grabs the manifest, and comes back, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been the wind." Like he literally just jacked him his manifest that we need. That's a good ninja boy, isn't it?
Hell yeah. Somebody's putting in work.
Yep. Shit. Yeah, if it's 4:30, that's probably good to end it off for now. Let me check out that other area that's in the city, just to see what's there. What is it, the shipping docks? Yeah. Let's see what that's about. Or no, that's where I just was. I guess it was the... Oh, there is only 2 areas of the game. Barter Mall and Fit Shipping Docks. Okay, so we have explored all the city. But yeah, that's good for now. I might rearrange certain things. Because I have like a bunch of junk I could probably sell. But we're going to call that a stream for today. I'll play more of this on Thursday, so...
Hey, I found out, I wonder where my cat's been laying.
Yeah.
So, behind my TV, I have like an AV receiver. And I looked, and that's where the cat's been laying, is on top of the AV receiver.
Just
hiding.
Just cuz? Oh.
Yeah. Just napping.
My cat's been loving my, my mom's bed. Even though she's not, like, she won't let my mom pet her yet, like, she tolerates her, you know? Like, her presence. But she seems to be a big fan of her bed and her window. In fact, she's probably there right now.
That's funny.
It is. But hey guys, I'm going to wrap this up for now. I don't think I'm going to bother raiding anyone. I'll probably be playing Story of Seasons later today, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, after dinner, I'm probably going to go for another walk with my vest, since it's so damn nice. So, let's just get to the main menu. Wherever that is. Oh, quick game. That works too.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.
Bye.